School for the first round of NHIAA Division I Varsity Boys Soccer Playoffs. The 13th seeded Goffstown Grizzlies, with their unusual 4-5-7 in record, are taking on number 4 Windham, which has earned a very respectable 11-3-2. I'm Hugh DeBrule, and with me is Joe Borges. Jared Green, as usual, is behind the camera. We learned only on Monday that Goffstown would be squaring off against Windham, an old Division II rival. Of course, before its promotion, Windham was a Division II powerhouse, consistently producing good teams that made deep playoff runs. Last year, their first season at Division I was hard on them, at least at the beginning, but as it went on, Windham put together some wins, and irony of ironies, Goffstown victory over Merrimack in the last game of the season, which was too little too late for the Grizzlies to make the playoffs, knocked Merrimack out and sent Windham to the playoffs. This season, even though it finished well behind Bedford and Manchester Central, Windham has put together a very strong campaign. They managed to tie Exeter and, even more impressive, Bedford, and they lost to Manchester Central by only 2-1. Who, like Windham, lost to Central by only 1, you might ask? The answer is Londonderry and Merrimack, 2 mid-table teams. Some very odd bedfellows for Windham indeed, and I should hasten to add we tied both of those squads. There are some strange results, too, that mar Windham's record this season. Aside from the loss against Manchester Central, Windham also lost to Manchester Memorial 2-1 and Concord 5-1. Concord is a 9 seed, and Memorial didn't even make the playoffs, so some big surprises right there. As for Goffstown, what can we say about the boys in white and maroon except that we love them? I also have to say that we ought to look into the NHIAA archives and find out if any other team in recent memory has tied so many games in a regular season. Those 7 ties come from 8 overtime games. That's right, half of our regular season games have gone to overtime, and all but one has lasted for a total of 100 minutes. I just have one last thing to add. 4-5-7 doesn't sound that impressive because there are only 4 wins, but keep in mind that the way that the NHIAA assigns points to wins and ties, 4-5-7 is the equivalent of 7-8-1. And in fact, 7-8-1 is exactly what the 2 teams that tied us in the standings ended up with, and that would be Nashua North and Winnacunnet. And finally, does 7-8-1 with a 13th seed sound familiar to you? That's exactly where we were at the end of the regular season in 2017 during our last year in Division II. We went on to beat the number 4 seed Hollis Brookline and the number 5 seed Lebanon to make it to the semifinals of the Division II playoffs before we were eliminated by number 1 Windham. So it's a small, small world, and it's time to play the game, so let's go ahead and play it. Any thoughts, Joe?
Well, I think one thing we know for sure is today won't end in a tie, which you can't say for more than half of the games that we've been involved in this year.
No, you're absolutely right.
They're going to get to win. Someone's going to win.
Somebody's going to win.
Let's hope it's us.
Yeah, and as I understand it, we actually have been practicing penalty shots. Is that true?
Yeah, that is true, and I think Randy's always done that, and when they won the championship in 2016, that was in one of the articles. It's something they practice all the time.
I remember that, yeah. And I should say, though, it hasn't always been it always been the case we've tied rather quite frequently. I think in that 2017 season, we may have gone to overtime like 6 times that season out of 16 games. So we have a habit of kind of doing this. But this team this year has been just...
Yeah, there's no way. You said to look in the archives. There's no way that any team has
extraordinary.
ever had 7 ties
Almost
before.
half of their games have been ties, and half of their games have gone into overtime. So that's really... I still don't quite know what that says about this team, aside from the fact that we can't seem to score very much.
Well, but they're not giving up a ton either.
No, that's the thing.
And I think, the league in general, Division I in general, there's less scoring this year than we've seen in other years, so that's helped. But I still think it's impressive. And it talks a little bit about how this team just keeps working all the time and doesn't give up, and that's why they've been fun to watch, honestly. I mean, they're not the most skilled team that's in the playoffs. And matter of fact, you could probably make the argument there's most of the other teams that have more skilled players, but they all work really hard. They go deep into the bench, and Coach Levern's able to get contributions from a lot of guys.
Yeah, I would completely agree with that. I mean, obviously, we are not the most skilled team. We have difficulty with possession, but it's actually a pretty athletic team, and it is a team that covers pretty well. We see guys coming back in coverage pretty frequently, much better than we were last year in that particular respect. We cover a lot better, and I think there's much better communication on defense, too. So we're going to go with the time-honored...
Hugh's favorite play.
Jeez.
And look at... Oh, I thought it was going to go out of bounds.
You're getting all optimistic about this.
I was. Ooh, that's a nice ball by Windham.
Yep. But Pelletier's going to turn it around. And Pelletier is moving in the back because I believe Joe Lambert is actually injured.
Yeah, Joe Lambert and Trevor Santoro are both injured. And Trevor definitely won't play today.
Right.
Because he sustained a broken nose in the last game of the season.
Really bad news for him. He's really had some hard luck. Last season he missed with that ACL tear. And
fought his way back this whole year.
Yeah, fought his way back. And, I mean, a lot of PT for him. And now he's going to miss the end of the season. He's going to miss the playoffs because of a broken nose.
Yeah, not even because of, the injury that he was fighting back from. That's the hard part.
Absolutely.
That person that just tried to take the ball from Isaac, I think comes up to his waist.
Oh, yeah, that's right, 17?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Well, doesn't just about everybody come up to his waist?
Yeah, no, I don't know.
And again, we're not terribly spread out either. Look at this, like Foyta's coming back to get into position. We had 3 guys within about, 3 yards of each other.
Hugh, I'm not sure you'd expect that to change now.
No, I know, but it just seems kind of remarkable to me.
I think that's part of the reason teams struggle to score, because they bunch up a lot, and you've got to be perfect to get the ball
and
through.
Josh Ewing-Simone, I think, just did the first successful backheel pass of the entire season.
I think, other teams seem to do it. But
but I mean for our team, for Goffstown. So McNeil's got some space. Foyta's got some space. He's going to look for Morgan, just can't quite get it off.
That was a good job by Windham closing out on him.
Yeah. No, I don't think this team is going to give us a lot of oxygen on our offense.
No, that's a great play by Casey.
Fantastic. And now he's going to have to get rid of this. Yep. Because, wow.
Well, look at that. Just like he planned.
But you know what?
Right to Morgan.
Because we're bunching up a bit, Windham is bunching up a bit too, and that's kind of putting a little bit of sugar in their gas tank. That's not a bad idea for a pass, but Renault's going to get to that. Or Renault.
That was a nice
Renault,
job by
as the
Renault.
announcer said, yeah.
Oh, they might watch those hands extended.
Oh. Boy, this is the closest we've actually been to the game.
We are close.
I mean, it's not ideal for filming, but...
No, and we got a lot of fans all around us.
Yeah, so we got to be nice.
So you're going to have to behave yourself, Hugh.
Why do you blame everything on me?
Because it's usually you.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I'm the affable one.
Jared is always muttering behind the camera. If we actually put a live mic on him, we might get some choice words.
He does give us a lot of insight that people may not pick up on.
I really appreciate Jared's deadpan sense of humor. Look how narrow they are. Look how narrow Windham is, just using the right side of the field right this moment. Now they're spreading out a bit.
That's an easy save by Miles.
Yep.
I mean, I think one of the reasons we've got a chance in any game we play is because of Miles Green. He's had a great year this year in goal and hasn't given up a bunch and saved a bunch. Yeah,
and he looks just so much more comfortable back there. If you compare him with the tapes from 2016,
I've never watched those.
There's a little bit more tentative. He's not quite as assertive. He doesn't seem quite so.
It's his leg. How far he kicks the ball.
Well, that's a big difference.
Significantly different.
Yeah.
I didn't see the push, but Casey was shaking his hand, so he must have.
Well, maybe he just wants to get on the good side of the referee, right? I'm a good sport, even though I fouled.
That's a line
low
drive.
Service. Yep. Oh, and that's
actually a nice ball.
Yeah, but they had nobody in the middle. But see, everybody was kind of grouped towards the left again. It's almost like, I don't know if they usually play like this or if they're kind of mirroring our style of play because we bunch up, but.
I'll be honest with you. Most of the teams we played were just like this. Kind of like us, not a lot different. They obviously have made a couple nicer passes than we have, but all in all, there's not a huge disparity.
No, which is really interesting to me because, I mean, as I said, we're playing, what is it, an 11-3-2 team? I mean, 11-2-3 team. No, 11-3-2, I'm sorry.
Nice job by Foytho working back.
Ooh.
Oh, we got lucky. Everyone was expecting a call there.
Yeah. That was odd. Oh, dear.
Nice
clearance.
job by Renault.
Oh, he's so quick. All right, so we got, they're going to call that.
They should have called the other one, honestly.
Well, the other one, yeah. Although I get the slight feeling that on the first one, he was trying to sell it a little bit. I'm not really sure if he got tagged on that one. He seemed to kind of go down real easy.
Good thing no yard markers on this this field. So
that could be good or bad.
It's not as obvious to make it look like we're cheating.
On the
wall. meter markers.
Oh, that's a good ball.
That is a good ball.
Nope, not even close.
Looked close.
What?
It looked close.
Yeah, but Green wasn't moving. That's why. That's where I'm making that assumption. So we've gotten through the first 5 minutes unscathed, which is more than we can say than the Central game, where they blitzed us for 2 goals in the first, 4 minutes? Oh, that was a hard game to watch. And then Central went to sleep. That was the weird thing.
Or maybe we just woke up.
Oh,
That's
this is dangerous. Yeah, because Pelletier got pulled up and Morgan hadn't caught up to him yet. But now, look, just numbers like all over him. Better get back into position.
He said white, and he pointed the other way.
Yeah.
Details. Nice job by Tiago.
Yep. Give us a little breathing room here.
You hear Coach Levern telling him to talk.
Yep. Oh. Well, Ewing Simone was on
He
that.
was marking him, and he had the guy on the far post marked, which is good. That's been an area we've struggled with, especially late in some games.
Yeah, so Ewing Simone looks like he might be playing a wing position, and that's why he's coming back on defense. I think he's playing just ahead of Brotherton.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think he's playing an outside midi.
The mirror of what Morgan is playing on the right side.
I agree.
Well, that's a nice goal kick by Green.
I'd like to see the ball in the other end a little more than it has been.
Yeah, I was just thinking that myself. Ooh.
And that's where Renault's at a little bit of a disadvantage given his size. But
although he's pretty aggressive in the air. I mean, if he doesn't get the ball in the air, it's not for lack of trying. Now, some of these other folks, you kind of think like you could do a little more in the air, but Pelletier does about as much as he can in the air. Oh, Borges all the way back.
Yeah, I think it's because they were treating it like it was more of a corner.
Whoops.
Ooh, that's not a great throw.
Whoops.
Isaac almost had an assist.
Yeah. Well, fullbacks can, or no, I should say, not fullbacks anymore, but strikers can dream, right?
They shouldn't be dreaming for that, but
no, they shouldn't be dreaming. Yeah, but well, the way we've been scoring this season, it's a good ball. Yeah, Levering ordering his men to
I almost wonder if Foytho and Borges switched positions. Foytho seems to be a lot further up, and Isaac's coming back a little where it was the other way before.
I thought Foytho was kind of on the right side, too.
Yeah, maybe they're playing two up top.
I don't know. That's good question.
But Borges is definitely dropping in further.
So that's going to be a corner, it looks like.
Yep.
So now everybody's coming back. Wow, they're really going to pack it in. We don't have a single player outside of the box on this play. And Windham only keeping 2 back. Ooh, that's very high. That gives the keeper a lot of time to come out there and get it.
This is the problem with backing everyone in, though. What do you got? You got to wait for everyone to come up.
Nothing to. Oh, good, smart play. Ooh, whoops, it's a little strong there from Pelletier. Yeah. I think Brotherton's going to let that go out. Whoops. Yeah, that was actually a foul. That was a good play, actually, on Brotherton, because he's kind of been verging on obstruction on some of those plays, and this time he played it just right. So Green looking at his options. Plenty of air on that ball, but are we going to win it?
Yeah, we've got a fan club of Windham cross-country players that come by and say Goffstown TV every time.
How do they know it's us?
Well, I think you're legendary. It's probably the
That's
3 thumbs down. You got the last.
Well, it was 3 thumbs down like 4 days ago. I mean, since then it could be like 100 thumbs down. You know what, though? You know what gets me out of bed every morning, though, Joe?
What's that?
It's the haters. Like, just getting out of bed and just showing them
up. That is
how
I roll, yeah. I think that truly means we made it.
Yeah, really.
Oh, nice pass.
Oh, a nice trap by Pelletier, except that pass went awry, but the trap was a nice one. Nicely done. Who can bring that down? I was wondering why. Yeah. Nobody was going after it.
That's a big throw.
That is a big throw, and it might be out. Nicely done by Gorton.
Definitely get a little late contact with him. Huh?
Yeah.
I think they need to invest in some more benches here. I mean, some more
Yeah,
bleachers.
But you do have that embankment, you know. You could sit on the embankment. Or you could just do like in the old days, right? Just bring your chair. Boy, Green really getting under these goal kicks here. Oh,
nice job by
yep.
Joey.
And that's going to be
keep
out.
It in.
And it's going to be white.
Should be, yep.
Yep.
I'll switch that. Oh, he wanted it a little higher.
Yeah, Ewing Simone.
Yep, he had Ewing Simone.
And he could have actually probably put it on the ground too to Ewing Simone.
Right.
And Brotherton taking care of business down there. That's good.
A nice job. I was thinking we were going to have a little more rain. I shouldn't knock on wood because I think we might run into it before this game's over. But
I thought it was supposed to come later. Whoops.
Nice job by Renal.
A lot of people didn't quite get a foot on it. Here comes.
It's actually a nice pass, and I don't think he.
Oh.
But he'll just come back and get it again.
That's not a. Oh,
he didn't touch him.
Oh.
That is not a good call.
No, that's actually a bad call. And nothing's going to result from that call anyway.
The soccer gods came back and made it right.
I know, but you know, the soccer gods are fickle. They change their minds constantly.
Jared and I were talking before you got here. The last time we were on this field was in 2016.
And that was a terrible game, wasn't it?
Terrible game. Very poorly officiated game that ended up, it was right before playoffs, and we ended up losing. And because of it, we had some red cards, which were an issue.
Now, was that toward the end of the season?
It was. If it wasn't the last game, it was the last week for sure.
Okay. Ooh. You know what? I think he fooled everybody because he didn't quite decide what he was going to do.
Well, nobody just wanted to stand in front of him.
Well, there's that too. So Windham on the attack, but only using the right side of the field, right? And Morgan is covering the guy on the left,
very
right?
Well.
Yeah,
nice
that's not a foul at all
not
either.
Close.
Well, you never know. You never know with the referees and the fickle soccer gods.
Generally, they call it a little looser down and near the goal, especially in a playoff game.
Oh,
they know
I wish I could knock on wood, like, because 5 minutes from now, guess what happens, right?
No, I don't. I think you'll see less calls in the box for sure.
Well, they've been reluctant to do it all season.
Right.
I mean, we've seen that. Pretty interesting year, because if you think about it, this year we've only had one penalty kick that we've had a chance to take.
Right.
And in previous years, I remember Mikey Fortin taking quite a number.
Yeah. He was money on those, too. I don't think he ever missed one, did he?
No, he did not. He did not miss a single penalty kick
in his career.
Oh, I only saw the last season.
No, but I don't think he did at all.
No, that's great. High punt.
Go get it, Casey.
Oh,
that is just not a good call.
That's a pretty bad call because you know what? Foytho was standing completely still, and the guy just kind of bounced right off of him.
Remember when we used to never say that? We'd only say that's unfortunate. And
that's unfortunate.
We were all nervous they may take this privilege away from us.
Well, this very well might be our last broadcast, so we can do whatever we want now. Nicely done by Pelletier.
What I remember most about the game, the last time I was here, was we weren't taping the game.
Right.
But I had Mr. Skinner on the other side of me, Sean Skinner.
Oh, boy.
And he, had a couple signature phrases that it's all he kept yelling. It was very entertaining. That's terrible.
Signature phrases. Yes. Yeah, that's terrible. And Foytho trying to work his way in. Not quite.
Had the corner.
We're not going to win that. See if nice step by Pelletier. Yep.
That's a nice pass.
Right, who's open? Yep.
Big touch.
Yep. Well, I got to say, this field, it's
in good shape for this time of year.
It's in good shape, but it's hard. You can tell it's a hard grass field. There's a lot of bounce to the ball.
Well, someone's got to stop the ball here.
Whoops.
Like I said.
Nicely done by Pelletier again. He's really a revelation this season.
I think he's had a great year.
Oh, I think he's had a fantastic year. Boy, Morgan's got to keep his feet down there. Oh, jeez. Got to get rid of that. Yeah.
That's
a good ball. Yep. Oh.
Right at him. Good job.
Nice by Ewing Simone, but he's not going to save the corner kick.
Yeah,
so.
that was a pretty nice save. That ball was a perfect cross.
And did you see, though, Windham waiting at far post for a score. That was a nice ball.
But marked well by Ewing Simone.
That's good that he's coming back to do that, though.
Yep.
Looks like Nick Martin's waiting at the half to go in, so probably on the right wing maybe for Foytho, maybe.
Maybe.
Nicely done by Gorton.
Oh, that's got to be.
That's not a foul.
Nothing there.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. I think they were waiting to see if it was advantage.
Or at least this other ref was.
Yeah. This guy wasn't going to call anything.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, the difference between a good referee and a bad referee is that the good referee blows his whistles at the right time.
Right. The crowd's really filled in for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, more of a crowd than you usually see for a soccer game. Although I'm going to guess, like most of the people I see here are probably Windham supporters.
Everyone in the bleachers is pretty much Goffstown, and then
I think
a couple splattered around. They traveled well. Goffstown traveled well this year, I thought.
Yeah, especially for an early game.
Yeah, 3 o'clock game makes it tougher too.
Geez, I practically didn't make it here on time.
I know there were a lot of students that probably ended up with 10 minutes less of education than they could have otherwise.
Now, how did you know that? Actually, probably about 5 minutes less.
Oh, Jared and I were calling that weeks ago.
Oh, okay. Yeah. But I got to tell you, the 45 minutes that they did get was really good today. I was on fire. There's a lot. Number 7 does a lot of crossing of the field there.
He does.
He's looking for that far right post, far right corner. So Martin is in, and I guess he's going to be on the left side of the field. And Aramita is coming in. He's walking up to the half. So I guess he did come in for Foytho.
No, Foytho's still in there.
Foytho still? Oh, no, Foytho is in there. Who came out then? Oh, it must be Ewing Simone.
Yeah. Yep.
All right. And White's got to spread out a little bit. Oh, and Aramita's coming in now. And he is coming in for Borges. So they're going to put him up top. That's interesting. I don't think we've seen him there before very frequently. He's scored goals, right? He just hasn't been the point man.
On turf, though. Turf is kind of his thing.
I know, but who knows? Like maybe
this could be the day.
Maybe away grass is his secret spot.
Elixir?
Yeah, his elixir. That's a great word. His magic potion.
Nice pass by Casey.
Yep. But look how crowded the field is over here. And Windham is playing into that right now.
Yep.
Somebody's got to cover here. Oh, I thought they were going to call that every time.
They could have.
Yeah, I think so. I mean,
that
was from behind.
And he.
Oh man. Oh, but they're going to call that.
Always get the retaliation.
Yeah, but still, this guy was calling baloney earlier, and now all this real stuff is happening. He's kind of out to lunch. Ooh.
It's always a retaliation.
Yeah, that's what they say. But I mean, the first strike was so obvious. Oh, that's not a bad ball. Probably needed a little bit more mustard. Yeah. Well, no harm intended, it looks like. Oh, look at that.
It's right on Foytho.
Yeah. Oh. Look at this. We touch the ball close to the box and people get excited. Right?
Why not?
Why not?
We haven't been down there much.
You know how they say when you're looking for a job, you only need one job?
That's right.
You only need one shot.
Yep.
Only need one shot to score.
That's what we were saying in Exeter. They pulled their goalie because he let in 50% of the shots after whatever it was, 50 minutes. Of course, they only took 2.
Right. Well, I mean, couldn't we say the same thing about Nashua South?
Right.
I think we had 2 shots on goal. Oh, look at this. Let it skip. Up.
You have seen some funny skips. It's a little bit damp.
Yeah.
You've had some rain.
Wait, doesn't the goalie for Windham look like a cat burglar? I mean, he's like Oh. Wow.
They'll let a little contact go.
Yeah, and I'm guessing the referee thought that Foytho got nothing but ball on that play. Whoa. That class is going to really.
Boy, not a lot of talk there. There we go. Nice job.
Nicely done by Gorton.
That's a nice ball.
Oh, and that ball's going to be out. Well, not bad. Not bad so far. So we're halfway through the first half, and I think my sources were correct in claiming that Windham is not sort of the equivalent of Central and Bedford in moving the ball around. They don't use the whole field at all, nearly as much.
No, they're much more, like some of the other teams we saw. Timberlane, Londonderry, teams like that.
Yeah. And I do have to say, I mean, I didn't say this in the pregame script, but their schedule hasn't, I mean, aside from those couple tough games, Bedford, Exeter, the rest of their schedule hasn't been rough.
And I think they had Exeter earlier, too, when Exeter was kind of still putting things together.
Yeah.
We were looking at the bracket, and I think Bedford didn't necessarily get a great seed. They're going to have to face an Exeter team who, if they win today, that's a pretty
the thing
good
is,
team.
If they face Exeter and they get past Exeter, whoever they play after that is not going to be a pushover either, right? Because that team will have made it all the way to the semifinals, right?
And that's the advantage of getting the bye. You get one less game, but the game you get is usually a tougher one than those first teams.
Oh, no doubt. No doubt about it.
Good
but
job.
we can let Bedford go all the way home and cry about their bye week. I don't think they're all too cut up about that.
Well, Bedford's had some up until last year. They had some
trouble.
Some trouble in the playoffs, and sometimes in that first game. I remember there was one year Memorial took them down when they were definitely a prohibitive favorite for the year.
Well, and that happened several times in a row. It just didn't happen that one season. That they got the bye. They were the first seed, and they just.
Yeah, I think there was an article in the Union Leader.
Oh,
there we go. Free kick from there. That basically said. He said it wasn't a talent issue. It was a kind of a team issue, getting the team to all play together, the Bedford coach.
Which is interesting because they've been playing together for 16 games. So, what's the...
Yeah, he said it's just a little different mentality, and they changed it up last year.
Well, this is very interesting because contrary to our usual practice, we haven't given up a ton of free kicks near the box, but we get the first free kick from outside of the box against Windham.
Man, I'd back them up. That seems kind of close.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
Fantaselli is savvy enough to understand his rights.
We get we're right in the fan, so we're getting a lot of suggestions and feedback.
Yeah, a lot of immediate feedback, right?
Mostly from my wife.
Oh, not a bad ball.
Oh, and we were right there for the rebound too.
But the skip, that was great. Number 7 is quick.
He is quick.
But Pelletier's on this thing. Oh, nicely done, and good cooperation by the two. And they're looking for that far right corner again.
They look for it all game.
Yep. Which is interesting. They're constantly pushing that one. They're either bringing it down the left side, well, they're always bringing it down the left side, and either they go down the left or they cross it far right into the corner.
And I wonder if that's why we saw Josh coming back a lot further on defense.
Yeah,
we've seen him come back before. So I think that scouting report was out there.
Interesting. Because I don't know where they, would get their information on that kind of stuff.
Coaches talk, right?
No, fair enough.
The old school way.
You're saying like some of the teams that played Windham maybe gave Lovering the QT or the lowdown?
Maybe we should do an after-game interview with Coach Lovering and ask him.
Something tells me Coach Lovering would not. He would give a Marshawn Lynch kind of interview.
Or a Belichick type interview?
Yeah, or a Belichick interview, yeah.
Good job by Jasper.
Oh. Yeah, there's something about this field that gives me the willies when the ball skips right in front of the keeper.
They've had some skips for sure.
Yeah. Well, because the surface is a little bit packed and it's a little wet and you never know what's going to happen. So Foytho looking to cross it. Oh. He's trying to get out of that pocket. Oh.
Nobody in the middle.
Martin needed to be maybe a little bit farther back to give him an outlet. But there was nobody in the middle. We were so narrow.
So I think that's really where you want a Joey there.
Oh.
That's all right.
That's all right.
Yeah.
But you would have preferred it maybe this direction.
Right. Well, they're going to try to get it to the other side. So
it looks like Borges is coming in, joined by DeBrule and Ewing Simone, I think. Oh, nicely done.
Good job by Joey.
Not sure who touched it to get it out there.
It was Joey.
Yeah, it's Joey. All right.
I'm going to give him credit for it.
Nice. Oh, he
tried.
Yeah.
It's kind of a dive and save.
To be honest, he didn't. Yeah, McNeil wasn't really open on that play, and I'm not sure Brotherton was really open either. So DeBrule is, where's DeBrule playing? Like Borges is up top again.
Yep.
DeBrule's playing like another, is he defensive center mid?
Yeah, it looks
He's
like
the farthest
he came in
back.
for Joey. I think he came in for Joey.
Is he the farthest back of the mids or? Hard to say.
Yeah, I think it's hard to say.
Just kind of hope that he can get within maybe 25 yards of the
goal
with an open space, right?
Yep.
Well, that ball's gone over the fence there.
Yeah, that's a long way down, too.
Yeah.
That's right down to the road.
Oh. All right. All right. No, I think DeBrule's playing back.
Yeah.
He came back for that. I think he's going to be playing. Yeah. So, okay. So
like
that's what
right now.
So Klaus is in front.
Klaus is in front.
Yeah. And, it looks like Aramita and Ewing Simone are the wings.
Well, and
no.
Ronnie.
Yeah, Ronnie.
I think they're playing two up. I think
you're right.
Top.
I think you're right.
It's Isaac and Josh.
Yeah, that's a call on. I think that
they call that on Borges.
Yeah. Oh yeah. There's no doubt about that. Are you feeling a couple of sprinkles? I feel like I'm feeling a couple of sprinkles.
Yeah.
I think I might have even gotten some on my glasses, my new glasses that allow me to see the players'
numbers
instead of like just white blurs crossing the field. Ooh, that's a dangerous ball. But Gorton
right
is so good in the air. I mean, he's one of the top players that we have who plays well in the air.
This is where Isaac gets to show you his moves.
Oh, yeah. You mean not at homecoming? Oh, nicely done by Klaus.
Oh, keep going.
Oh,
Josh
if
just didn't
only
bring it with him.
Simone. Yeah, if only he could have kept it. All right. This is like being at the disco watching his moves here. Oh, not a bad take by Morgan. It was a good idea. I think you
got to start to put some towards the goalie.
I agree. I mean, if we
especially on a wet day, starting to get wet out here.
Well, and especially on a day where the keeper hasn't had a lot to do. It's easy to become unattentive or inattentive and cold and not real.
Let us know if we should get that umbrella out, Jared.
Yeah, if you should move with alacrity. Yeah, I got an umbrella back in my car.
I got one right. I brought a big
one.
Oh,
excellent. Okay, I got a golf umbrella in the car. Of course, the viewers don't need to know that.
Nothing's worse than that Portsmouth game. You remember that game? Oh, that was miserable.
I remember that. Oh, at night?
Yep. And we lost.
Yeah. Well, yeah, there were a lot of things that were. Oh, that was the game. We lost like 4-1 or 3-1, something like. And we only scored that one goal in like the last 2 minutes because that defender put his hand over his head in the wall, stopped that free kick. Gorton playing with some authority back there. Nicely done by Fantaselli. All right, somebody's got to settle this. All right. Oof. I think we could have.
I think you got to be a little more patient with it and work the ball in. They've got a lot of, they're keeping quite a few guys back.
We need to bring the ball down and pass it, make an easy pass. Nice open field tackle.
Windham does have some speed.
They do.
Got a couple players that are pretty quick.
I won't argue with you about that. That's going to be a corner.
Yes.
But we are, I got to say, I mean, well, is Pelletier still out? No, Pelletier's still out there. We have a fair amount of speed in the back.
Yep.
I mean, Gorton is certainly quick. Pelletier's quick, and Brotherton has a pretty good turn of speed.
Yep. And
Tiago is just, he's also really smart. Not that the other guys aren't smart, but I mean, he really, this has been an issue all season long, these corners and these, and DeBrule's not going to take any chances.
No, looks like they may get another one.
I think the idea is to boot it out into the woods so
honestly,
it takes some time off the clock.
We've defended them better than you would think. For the number of corners we've given up a huge number of corners.
Today?
Well, in general.
Oof. I know, but kind of feel like you're running on a very high tolerance, right? I mean,
it's like they're going to get another one.
Yeah, you don't want it to end up like this, where you're like in the Alamo trying to defend the.
I understand that's how the field hockey game was the other day, that Hanover basically just had corner after corner after corner and then eventually broke through. Against Goffstown, we were up we almost upset the number 2 seed.
Did we circle the wagons and just
Yeah, it ended up going to overtime and we lost in overtime, but it was a good showing for Goffstown.
Oh, good for them. Good for them for putting some scare into a high seed.
Yep.
Oh, nicely done.
Windham is going to the field hockey championship in D1.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, they must be having a good year. Although they're not terribly strong in football, are they?
They were when they were in D2, a little tougher moving up.
Yeah. Well, sure. I mean, the thing is about football, you really rely on athleticism and strength, and it's not like a skill that's built over a dozen years.
Numbers make a big difference for a football team. That's why it was so impressive when Goffstown
my gosh,
competing the way they were. Nice job.
And they won that game against Salem. That was like a great, nicely done by Aramita. Oh, he's got the Brule. Oh.
He's got the cars in the parking
lot.
He's
boom!
He did have the Brule. He had, the people on the other side, they were all playing more on Ronnie's side.
Yeah, but I mean, they were open. That was.
Yeah. Well, 9 minutes left.
Yep.
And a pretty typical half for Goffstown this year.
Yeah. Although, it's usually we score a goal and then we let another one in later in the second half.
Right, that's been more the second half of the year.
We haven't had a 0-0 game in quite some time, if you think about it. Because our offense has really been revving up lately, putting in at least a goal a game.
That one goal a game.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't want to look at the clock too much because I feel it's going to be like a watched pot. It's never going to boil like this, Oh, and somehow Mason crept into this game.
Yeah,
I didn't see him come in.
I didn't see him come in.
I was like, hey,
either.
there he is. There's Andy Mason. Oh, come on, Wheels. That's a tricky ball, though, for a defense to handle. Whoa, that's not exactly the decision I would have made.
Yeah.
You had two backs wide. Why are you going to give it to the guy 3 feet in front of you?
Aramita really wasn't that far from that ball.
No.
I think next time he'll be watching that.
Yeah, you want to create space. That's going to go out. No, he's going to keep it. They do switch fields.
They do.
They don't use the whole field when they're holding the ball, but
good step.
They do switch it. Oh, that's going to go out.
I think that's going to go out.
All right, good
for
us.
See that ball skipping though.
Yep.
You'd hate to have one of these end on a
skipper,
like that.
Unless it ends in our favor.
Yeah, then you wouldn't mind it.
Then we're okay with that. Just as long as the bad thing happens to the other guy.
Yeah, we'd actually have to kick it towards goal to
that's true. You mean not into the parking lot? I gotta say, Borges doing yeoman's work out there, though. I mean, he's everywhere, doing everything. You know.
Honestly, he's 3 heads taller than most of the people that seem to be going up against him.
Well, Windham has some size. They just don't have it around Borges. Oh, I don't like the looks of this. Well, all right.
That's how we get bailed out a lot.
I know, yeah.
I'll tell you, Morgan really had number 7 marked the whole time.
Which is good.
Yep.
It's good he's coming back like that now. Sort of like the way Ewing Simone was playing in the first stint. Nice ball by Green. Who's going to win it there? We got 3 guys there.
Just wait for them to bring it down.
DeBrule got his foot on it. Just sent it into the midsection of this player here. He's got some speed. Yeah, well, that's good. That's good by Pateltier. Yeah, he cut off the angle now. Yep. Oh, and that's a good ball. Oh, somebody's got to charge that. Yep.
Coach Levin telling people to pull up.
Yeah, exactly. You got to charge that.
A little slow pulling up. And I think we've seen that late in games sometimes.
Yes,
when you get a little
the Bishop Girton game, right? When we didn't quite clear that corner, sent it a little bit out of the box, and everybody in the box.
Good job by Aramita.
Everybody in the box stood and watched as the player just sort of half volleyed it into the goal. Nice step
by Renault.
Oh, that was a clever.
He thought he was going to go, but
yeah, that was actually a clever pass by Aramita.
Yeah, but you're playing it to a defensive guy, right? So you got to know that most likely Renault, unless he's on a run, can't go up too far.
No, great point. I think he just saw this is my best option right here. Didn't think about that, but you're absolutely right. Wow, big punt.
Big punt.
Big punt. Oh, look at that.
Is that going to sneak out? Take him, Ronnie. Take him.
No, but there's nobody behind him to pass to. He doesn't really have any options here.
He doesn't.
He's going to have to. He's going to. Oh, that's a great ball. If somebody can win that. I'm not really sure about that call, but
little shoulder. Sometimes when you leave your feet, though.
I don't know. But I didn't see any evidence that what Aramita did affected the play in any way, shape, or form. Oh, somebody's got a challenge. Somebody's got a challenge. But they're picking up their men is what they're doing.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Hey, do you see how that back heel did not work?
You know who your man is? The person closest to you.
Oh boy, who is? Jeez, I hate to see that. That guy just like cut through the defense like a knife through butter.
That reminded me of last year.
Oh, yeah. A bunch of guys stand. Oh, yeah.
Is the one that stands out in my head.
Oh, that was awful. That was rough.
Dribbled through like 3 people in the corner and then.
Well, I mean, initially, everybody was rushing back to take their man, but once the guy gets in the box, you got to go after him.
Yeah, your man is the guy with the ball closest to you. When that happens.
Exactly. And so, I mean, it's good that they're covering their men. It really is. But
it's a good ball. Oh, it didn't quite get to it.
But it's going to be a throw-in.
4 minutes left. They stopped at 5, so they're not properly doing the score.
I wonder if this is like the grounds for an appeal against the result of the game.
My guess is no.
All right. I'm trying to look for a little bit of
a loophole.
Yeah, a loophole here, you know. Oh, Gorton just sent that into the woods. That's going down into the slough.
I am really surprised that in playoff games they don't do 3-man. You know, I think.
Do what?
To have 3 refs.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's a great point. I mean, they take this so seriously,
right.
and
it's do or die. It's not
right.
I mean, a regular season game, I can understand it. You know, save some money.
Ooh, big. Okay. No, I completely agree with you because I mean, at the club level, they're playing with 3.
Right.
Oh, dear. All right.
Casey was trying to hold them up, and they'd have no part of it. 3 minutes left.
That was gentlemanly of Foyt, though. I appreciate the gesture, even if the Windham player didn't. Oh, yep. Got to be aware of the
They play them short all the time, so
yeah,
hopefully
so
that's something they talk about at half.
Oh, dear. Oh, there we go.
Good job by Brotherton.
Yes, that was a great job.
You need someone on this side. Oh, actually, not a bad idea. See if we can get a corner.
Yeah. Nope.
Nope, goal kick.
No, nothing doing.
I honestly couldn't see it. The ref was right there. I'm sure he got it right.
All right, so somebody's got to kind of take this here, and it looks like it's got to be McNeil because we can't give him all that time to make that pass because that's going to hang the defense out to dry. Nice.
Corner.
Nicely done. I do really like the way Gorton does those open field tackles.
What made me nervous there is you'd like Pelletier to fall back to the goal there instead of trying to come on the other side of him. You know, ooh, it was a nice cross.
Oh, that's going to be a corner. Yep. So less than 2 minutes left. So says Jared, the cameraman. If we can just get out of this half 0-0, I think we could count that as a pretty good result.
We got some work to do before that happens. This is a little nerve-wracking.
Yeah, and that's a good corner. Oh, a left foot would be handy there. Oh, and another cross. Nicely done by Gorton. Got to clear the air there a little bit. Oh, and Morgan looking back for a white player because he had nobody behind him.
But there's no one on the other side of him either. You know?
Well, he had nothing.
The ball
what was he going to do with that ball? You know?
Hey, put it in the corner where there's nobody.
Oh,
right?
That's true. You mean like hockey?
Yeah.
And I got to say, probably not a lot of extra time in this half.
No, I wouldn't think so.
Yeah. Nobody got hurt. No
controversies.
No, nothing.
Coaching,
no arguing. No imbroglios. Yeah, I got to say, Windham does have a fair turn of speed almost everywhere.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Almost right to his dad.
Yeah, there he is.
Well, I mean, I don't know how. Come on, you got to call that. It kind of puts us in a bad spot.
Oh, very canny, very cleverly played by Fantaselli. Yeah. Yeah, let's get out of this, and recharge, right? Oh. Nope, that's going to be it. That's going to be I got to think that's going to be close to the end. So Green taking his time.
Taking the Spalding keeper
the
time.
Spalding method. There we go, atta Tiger. So Not a lot of shots on goal by Goffstown, but we do get through the half.
Hey, at the beginning of the year, if you said you'd be in the first round of the playoffs, scoreless
right.
at halftime, I think we'd take it.
And a 13th seed playing a 4th seed.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm okay with this outcome, but I mean, we're giving up a lot of corners, not a lot of free kicks yet. Although I think as we get more tired, that might happen.
Or they usually tighten up in the second half too. I think you're going to see the game called a little tighter in the second half.
That's possible, but yeah, that's going to be interesting. I mean, the second half is going to be interesting because we have tended to make some mistakes in the second half when we're getting a little tired. So
right.
This should be an interesting matchup as the game continues. So we will be back in about 10 minutes for second half action between number 13 Goffstown and number 4 Windham in the first round of the Division I NHIAA Soccer Championships. All right, welcome back to Windham High School as number 13 Goffstown takes on number 4 Windham in a first round battle for the NHIAA Division I soccer playoffs.
They used our play.
Yeah, with about the same amount of success. Wow.
Oh, go get it.
Yeah, the long ball. You know what Randy said during half? Long ball to Borges. That's what we need.
You know, honestly,
the alley-oop.
It's one of those things where the ball might skip.
You know what?
It's probably worth a chance.
Are you going to say it's just so crazy it might work?
Exactly.
Aye. Oh. Nicely done.
Yep. He had him marked all the way back.
Yeah, he sure did.
And played the ball.
No, he did a great job there.
I wanted him on the inside of him instead of the outside, but he.
Yeah, absolutely right. Oh, nice by Pelletier. He's got a lot of space, but that's a big touch. And
they probably watched that BG game when they know that he's the mini Heidenreich.
Do you think they the first talking point on their pregame talk was watch out for Pelletier?
I think so.
And Windham wasting no time getting the ball back down there. They only had 2 guys down, and they.
Yeah. And that was actually one of those kicks you expect to see when there's a lot of wind, you know, not necessarily.
Yeah, low liner. So a lot of time, a lot of space here for Windham.
Actually, they moved the ball nicely there.
Yeah, they did, but we kind of hung back a bit. No, that's not really going to be much of anything, but it is going to be a corner.
Another corner.
Yet another corner. Remember that season when we had extra manpower? That was 2 years ago. We had extra manpower and we kept track of the corners and so on. I wish we had that this season because, boy, did we give up a lot of corners.
Whoa,
that ball just went, it skipped.
It's just like we were talking about.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what you worry about. Goal kick now.
Jeez.
But there was a lot of blue around that and nobody touched it.
I mean, you hate to see the ball go all the way through like that. If you're the defense, it means you're not stopping it. And when you're the offense, it means you didn't get a foot on it.
Well, you'd rather, if you're the defense, have it go all the way through.
Well, true. But it means you're relying on luck at that point.
Right. I'm okay with luck.
Yeah. But luck is not a plan. Morgan looking around. Oh, it sees Klaus.
Jasper.
And too far.
Yep, just
out of bounds.
Too far. I will say Windham is a pretty good defensive team. They keep their marks pretty well.
That was the scouting report that I had heard, was that they had a very solid defense. I have my sources in the NHIAA. Oh, pocket picked, but that's going to be a corner.
I thought he was shooting on goal for a minute.
Yeah, I know.
Another corner.
Boy, did you see the way that Pelletier just crept up behind him and just sort of inserted himself in front of the ball and just...
and then whacked it.
Yeah, then whacked it.
I mean, sometimes you'll see him play it out to the side.
Right, but yeah, there was no...
But it was with authority to the end line.
So that ball didn't penetrate at all.
No. I think Borges was surprised it was there.
Yeah, I think it hit him in the shin. See, they're looking for that far ball again. Ooh. Oh, nice.
That's actually a nice ball.
That was a nice ball. But again, you know, they were looking for that far right corner again. That is, I don't know. I don't know if they think they've got a good guy out there.
I mean, match, or if that's just how they play.
Yeah, I can't think that they knew that Brotherton was going to be playing there. Brotherton was kind of a last minute, not last minute, but I mean, he was nicely done by Klaus.
Klaus, especially not picking up a foul there.
Yeah. Yeah, he didn't hit any body.
Nope.
Whoops. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, and that's not going to be a corner either.
Not a corner. Get a throw in
Whoa.
from there.
Don't you feel like we're living on the knife's edge right here?
We are living on the edge, and we haven't come out the second half. I wouldn't say that's our strongest time of the game.
No.
This year.
No. Whoops.
Oh, Martin just missed it.
Yeah, I was going to say, actually, if Klaus had kicked it farther, we wouldn't have had anybody over here.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. Oh.
No, they're going to call that.
You know, that wasn't entirely Gorton's fault, because that guy seemed to kind of like stutter step or kind of like halt there for a second.
They always call the reach, though, you know?
Oh, no, absolutely. Yeah. But it was like, I think Gorton got the timing of his tackle wrong, because the Windham player kind of, I don't want to say stalled, but it was almost like a stutter step. We were in almost exactly this position in the last half.
Yep.
Shooting at Windham. So it looks like Bartolucci is going to be coming in. He's at the half line right now. Oh, yeah, nobody picked up the outside ball. Oh, yeah.
That's a goal.
And that's exactly what was coming out from the Goffstown bench.
Yeah.
The wall was not. Nobody was looking at the play on the far left side, and that's exactly what did us in. We were all just so concerned with the wall that we were not.
There's a Windham player down.
Was he down from the celebration? Or?
No.
Oh.
It was right after he crossed it. I don't know if he got hit or slipped.
Oh, I think because Gorton went after him and ran into him.
Not before he could get it across.
Yeah. So
that's not the way you want to start it. Now we got some work to do.
Yeah, it's the 47th minute, or 46th minute. Windham scores, so too bad for us. But, you know, as you said, that was a bad patch of play for us.
Yeah.
We weren't able to control the ball or send it down the field, or giving up a lot of corners and a lot of crosses. Whoops.
Ball's a little wet now.
Yeah. Yeah, it's going to make it
a little tougher.
It's going to be making it tougher for both the offense and the defense. Nice step by Pelletier, but Goffstown can't win that.
That's too strong.
Yeah. But again, they're looking out in that right corner. Again, there's a real pattern there. You got Gorton wide open.
There you go.
That's going to be another white throw.
It's a long way to get up the field, but
yeah, but it's a way of getting down to the Windham end of things. Oh, nice play by Foyth, though. Whoops. Oh, a little too clever by half, really. Just got to trap that sucker.
Good job by
Oh, what a great play by Pelletier. Although the pass leaves a little to be desired. Whoops. Martin just clocked that left back for Windham. Oh, clear, yeah. That's going to be a tough shot to make on the run with the ball bouncing when it's this wet and slippery.
I'm just losing.
Oh, so Bartolucci's playing up top.
Yeah.
Oh, nice by Brotherton. A nice look. And now Bartolucci's got a lot of space to look, and great ball by Bartolucci. Oh, that was a great no-look pass by Foytho. I don't even think he could see out there, but he knew that Morgan was out there. Oh, here we go again with that ball. Yep.
Oh, good job by Brotherton coming back.
Yeah. Ooh.
Oh, he might have been fortunate not to get a handball there. He slipped, but.
Nice.
Yeah, there we go.
All right, nice call. Yeah, we were having a little trouble getting that ball out of the box, but, I mean, not for lack of effort or anything. It was a hard-fought battle over there.
It'll be interesting if later in the game, when it gets closer, whether you see some of the defense move up a little, whether you see Thiago come to the top or Caleb.
No, you're right.
You hate to do it because it makes you defensively weaker.
Huge risk, right?
But at some point, you got to put a goal in.
Right.
I don't think we're at that point yet, but maybe when you get below, 6 minutes, something like that.
Ooh, maybe 10. I don't know. It's not like our offense has been, it's not like our offense has been terribly strong, even when we have Fantaselli up there. All right, so that's going to be a wide throw, and Pelletier's going to come up to make it. Nice throw.
Nice throw.
Up. Borges lost track of the ball. Yep.
Yeah.
Now here comes Windham back.
With numbers, we had Pelletier.
Yeah, they're charging down there. Look at this. Look at Pelletier coming all the way back and tracking this ball. Oh, nice play by Fantaselli. What the heck?
I don't know.
I think this player, I think that player was trying to pull him down.
I think he was. May choose a different mark if I was him.
Yeah, and I don't know why he's mad exactly, because
it was an easy call.
Yeah, it was an easy call, absolutely, just as you said. Oh, we got a lot of white next to each other. That's a nice step by Klaus. See if we can actually win this. Oh, you saw that coming.
Yep.
You saw that coming too, though. If it's anywhere near the goal mouth, Green is going to swallow that up. Oh, giving Windham a little too much space sometimes, it seems to me. Nice.
That's a good step by Martin. Or
Pelletier, yeah. Nice. Look at that. Yeah, Windham wants a call, or the coach wants a call on that play, but boy, he's got some fire.
It's a hustle play. You're not going to call that.
So it looks like Mason's coming in for McNeil. A lot of white right there. A lot of blue over there, too, really. Oh.
How is he not off? Yeah, he was off. Yeah. Good God.
Took a little while for that whistle to go off, though.
It's a big kick.
That is. It's a good one. It was pretty much on target. And that's going to be a white throw. Yeah. Just what we wanted.
They're looking for the big throw from Pelletier.
Yeah, that's going to be tough on a wet day like today. Yeah, Windham popping it out of the box pretty quickly, too.
And they get the numbers.
Yeah, but White's coming back pretty quick, if you see that. Oh, man, Pelletier's everywhere, doing everything on the right side of the field. Nicely done by Morgan. Yeah, Levering calling quick.
Yeah.
He wants, wants the speed of play to kind of
speed up.
Yeah, not just running faster, but just like
play
the ball
how
quicker.
Quickly you
yeah,
play the ball.
Right,
exactly.
exactly.
They get on you pretty quick.
Yeah, they don't give you a lot of oxygen. Oh, and Gorton's backing this one up. Nice ball by Gorton.
Stay in too.
Yeah.
Good patience by Windham.
Looks like Ewing Simone's waiting to come in at the half. Yeah, Gorton's back there. Yeah, nice play again by Gorton. He's really commanding that side of the box right there.
Oof, I don't know why we did.
Oh, my gosh, that was really close.
We got to pick up the ball a little faster than that.
Yeah, well, you're absolutely right, because if we're late, we run the risk of penalties in the box and trying to play aggressive defense in there. So Borges is out and Ewing Simone is in.
Borges getting some counsel from Coach Levering right now.
Yeah. See if we can win this. Oh.
It's a low service, yep.
Yeah, I don't think Klaus really touched him at all, though, to be honest.
I think it was the head. I think you just saw him coming in with the head.
Yeah. Well, not a great spot for us, and it's going to be a quick,
and we weren't.
Pelletier was on it. And Gorton was on that. And now Foytha's coming racing down the field here. Yeah, let's see. Oh, yeah, Foytha directing him to get. Yeah,
pointed,
exactly.
He's got no place to go but there, right?
Yeah, he couldn't put it up the middle, really.
Nope.
Smart call by Foytha. Oh, yeah.
And good work by Ewing Simone working back.
Yep. And nice. It's a good idea.
Even bring it over to Brotherton.
Oh.
Go, Andy. Go, Andy.
Yeah. Oh, no, that's – he's not playing the ball at all on that play.
No, that's a good call.
No.
I don't think you can complain about that call.
No, but, I mean, I think it's a lost opportunity for us. We can win the ball without actually trying to do that. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, you can't do that. You can't do that.
You can't do that after. That's what you can't do. Now he's going to get a card. Yep.
Yeah. And that's not, I mean, not only do you get the card and all that,
you
but the
take
thing is,
time off. Yeah.
You take time off, and guess what? You know what? Now you give a free kick right there, and you definitely don't want to give a free kick there. So Klaus is coming off, and DeBrule's going in for him.
And he may get some counseling now.
Yeah, do you see the kind of counseling he's getting right now? I think it's called tough love. So, yeah. That last one on the header, I don't think that was a foul, but that one definitely was.
Yeah, you just can't let that impact the next play. That's the problem.
Well, that's exactly it. Because, I mean, the thing is, we're still in this game. We really are in this game. Nicely done by Gorton yet again. And all Morgan's got is Foytha, who's covered by two.
Well, he's got Brotherton, actually.
Yeah. Nicely done by Morgan to hold on to that ball under a lot of pressure. Oh, and he sees Mason. Mason is trying to get it onto his right foot to take the shot, and he just could not find any space. Oh, I don't like the looks of this.
No, and 4 is unmarked.
Oh.
Yeah, that's going to go our way.
All right.
Yep.
It's probably the most important thing DeBrule's done so far is pick up the foul right there in the box. But that was a foul. There's no, oh, look at this. Yeah, I don't see how there's any dispute about whether that was a foul or not.
Well, it's a clear foul.
Yeah, but I mean, I think the Windham players seem to disagree somehow.
Sometimes Windham players can be
well, you know what?
A little boisterous.
They're never going to be as bad as Merrimack. That's my new Milford for this season, man. I swear.
3 thumbs down.
And I watched that thing, and I thought, you know what? If I lived in Merrimack, I wouldn't want my kid on that team. That's all I got to say.
Well, here we go. Let's see if we can put some pressure on.
Oh, nicely done by Ewing
go
Simone.
Get it.
Oh, but he's way out wide. Oh. Even if he'd won that ball, he was pretty much in a corner. But it's a good fight by Foytho.
It was, yeah. Trying to think, have we come back from a 1-0 deficit this year? Most of the time we've had.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I don't think so. I mean, we've often had a lead,
right.
like 1-goal lead, and then give up a goal, tie,
right.
Whatever. And then there were those games that we won by a lot,
right? That
we were ahead the whole time.
Yeah, I'm not sure we have.
Yeah, even in that game against Portsmouth, we started out with a lead.
We started out with a lead. Timberlane was probably the closest one where we had the shot right at the end to tie that up.
Yeah. Oh, that's a nice ball by Windham, but
good job.
Fantaselli's right on it. Look at this. Oh, nice play by Windham, too.
Good play by Tiago.
Yeah. Well, they're going to switch fields. Good for them.
Yeah, Josh was coming up, picking up the guy in the middle, and they were smart enough to get it out to where his guy was to cover.
Oh, look at that. DeBrule picks up another foul. It's like basketball,
He's like a pin cushion.
Dribble into the paint and see if you can pick something up, man. So Gordon's going to take this one, it looks like. He had a nice free kick on the last one.
Great one.
This one's going to go a little bit wider, and Wyndham's going to pick that up.
Lower, yeah, and Morgan slipped. You could see him trying to come back, and he slipped.
Oh, boy, Windham just bringing this down real quick.
And look at 4.
Yep. Offsides. I didn't see any pushing at all. Did you see what was going on?
I mean, it couldn't have been offsides. They didn't pass it.
Well, I know, but but I didn't see any contact.
I don't know what they're calling.
Yeah, whatever.
It's going in the right direction.
Sounds good to me, yeah. This could be it. This foul could be the turning point of the game.
I'll tell you, Goffstown's going to keep pressuring. I mean,
oh, sure.
They are what they are. They're not going to.
Oh, they can't call
the
that.
Other way.
Yeah, of course. He's going over his back.
Yeah.
And he fell down. That's too bad for him.
Actually, I hope he's okay. Looks like a knee.
I hope it's more of a contusion and not a soft tissue kind of thing. Because you hate to see that, especially at the end of the season. Hell, anytime. And what worries me is he's not getting up in a hurry either.
No. And he was grasping at the knee almost immediately. Oh, he's up now.
There we go. Jared, ever attentive to his duties. All right, so he's off the field. Hope he's okay. And that's going to be a free kick. And Gordon's going to take this one. Lean over it. Lean over it next time.
Hey, at least it's something towards the goal.
That's true.
We haven't had many of those.
Well, there was Borges' shot in the parking lot, and what else?
Not much more.
No.
But maybe the goalie will be rusty.
That's true, or to, start thinking like Mike Santoro. Maybe there'll be an earthquake, or he'll get a bug in his eye, or he'll have a fever or something.
Yeah, whatever it is.
All right, well, that's one way to kind of stall their offensive, right? Stall the play.
Yeah, they just got tangled up there.
Yeah, I don't think there was any ill intent on Fantaselli's fault, and I think the last thing he wanted to do was fall down.
We're bringing everyone back.
Yeah, well, they should. Not a bad ball, a little far out there.
It's right towards where all the blue was.
Oh, nice clearance, but we got to push out.
Well, that's the problem with bringing everyone up, right?
Well,
especially when you're trying to score.
Oh, he's off sides. He's off sides.
Yeah.
And he's standing. Yeah, he understood where he was.
Yeah,
that's not his fault.
No,
I mean,
there's nothing he could do at that point.
Yeah, and he was waving the ball away and making clear that he wasn't going to go after it.
Yeah, you just got to hustle back there.
So that's a case where a player was in the offside position, but he was not called offsides.
Because you got to play him, though, right?
Well, because he's got to be in the play.
Exactly.
He's got to be involved in the play, and that's at the referee's discretion.
Oh, nice ball.
Clever! Nice
Couldn't
by
quite sneak it
Aramita.
in.
Yeah. But nice play on his part. And Brotherton's going to win a throw in here. That's good for him.
No, come the other way.
Yep.
Come the other way.
Oh, I thought he was going to send it. Oh, he's going to be in a corner here with two guys. Yeah, there was nothing that Aramita could do. Yep. All right.
Back to Tiago.
Got McNeil. Or look at the middle here. Or look wide there. Yeah, Pelletier. See, that ball's bouncing because the field is kind of
lumpy.
Yeah, lumpy is exactly the word. Yeah, there's too much traffic in there.
Gordon's got some time.
So Pelletier's going to get to this, and he finds Borges.
Not quite enough.
And now Windham's going to bring it down again, quick.
Got the numbers now.
Yeah, and they got people who can dribble at speed here. Number 7, we've seen him before.
Aramita coming back to mark.
Yep, good for him.
Because you know they've been trying to work that side of the field.
Yeah, nothing there. Good defense. Oh, dear. Good. Now look wide. There we go.
Well, coming down to 14 minutes.
Coach Lovering talking to, I believe it's Nick Martin and Josh Ewing Simone. Yep. Giving them some counseling. Some counsel. Maybe not counseling. Well, we got a lot of people in there. White throw. Who's available?
Didn't quite get it all the way there.
And,
Mr. Martin almost with the great
Mr.
play.
Martin, with a one-hand grab.
He's talented,
He's like doing his imitation of Odell Beckham.
Yeah, he can use, righty, lefty, doesn't matter.
Yeah, doesn't care.
No.
Oh.
It's a good step by Renault. How many times have we said that today?
He's been playing everywhere, doing everything on that side of the field. And here comes Gorton. So big throw there.
And Tiago slipped.
Good. Nicely done by McNeil to get it out of there. And
that's not going to stay in.
That's going to be ours. I mean, for sure, Windham has had the initiative, but boy, Goffstown's been putting stuff together. Winning throw-ins, winning balls. We haven't been giving up as many corner kicks lately, or not as many free kicks in the last few minutes. Yeah, Brotherton's like, hey, how about me,
here.
man? Like, what am I supposed to throw to, right?
Who do you think I am, Renault?
Yeah. Oh, there we go. And
that's on him.
Yeah.
Handball.
I think Lovering wants us to play wider. And I could almost think from his body language he was telling him to talk more.
We've had a couple of plays where they've definitely been right next to each other, almost fighting for the ball.
Yeah, well, there's been not as frequently now, except when we're in the box, when you really do have to fight.
Big kick.
Yeah, good kick. But Windham is going to end up with this one again. Oops, come on, Nick.
Keep going, Nick.
There's McNeil getting
Good
himself
job,
nice. So Ewing
smart
Simone's
pass.
got it. And big touch. Too big, too big. You need to get rid of it sooner. That's what we mean by speed of play, not so much how fast you're running, but your decision making. Oh. Yeah, Pelletier, I think, was too annoying to number 7, and I think he's feeling it right now. He's having a great game, Pelletier is.
And you can hear Coach Levering saying he's fine. I don't know who he's chirping at him, but that's just hard play.
That is. It's a good ball. Oh, man, there was a lot of blue at that far post. They had 2 players running in there, and all you had was McNeil back there. Not a badly thought-out play there by Windham. Nice by Foytho. Some good Foytho-like play. Oh, we're ramming it up the middle now. Yeah. Even if we'd won the ball there, we wouldn't have had very many people to pass to, yeah. Oh, big punt. Nicely done by Gorton. Nice look by Borges. And that's going to be a little strong. Yeah, somebody's got to. Yeah. I know it hurts to run at this point, but when the keeper's dribbling the ball right in the goal mouth like that, and you're not that far away, you got to challenge him.
We're coming down to 10 minutes. It's going to be interesting to see if we see any lineup changes.
Whoops. Look at Pelletier, man. He has just got a motor on him. And let's see here. Nicely done by McNeil. Nice play there.
Looks like Ronnie's coming back in.
Yep. To be honest, we haven't subbed a ton today. Not as much as we usually do.
Well, I don't think with a couple people out, I think that changes it, right?
Yeah, yeah.
No Santoro, no Joe.
No, true, fair enough.
All guys that get pretty good.
Oh, nice by Ewing Simone. Let's see if you can.
I mean, look at Martin. Martin is so wide. Get that ball over to him. Come on.
Oh, yeah, it's hard, though. He's got a lot of blue around him.
Good step. And Martin's had some big goals this year.
Oh, yeah.
I'm calling one. I think he's going to be the one.
Oh, and Brotherton sending it out wide, but, yeah. All right, that's going to be a goal kick. That's good for us.
Morgan in for Armida.
I think Aramida's given some good work today.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And Klaus looks like he's going to come up to the half line after his spell on the bench. Windham player, I think, maybe banged heads. Yeah, but that was a totally clean play on Foytho's part.
Oh, no,
I don't know what.
He came charging in, yeah. But still hit his head.
Yeah. Oh, we better get somebody on there. Better sort ourselves out. Ooh. Yep. Saw that coming. But the defense has had some time to settle in the box there. Ooh, I hope. Oh, I think Pelletier took it maybe in the stomach or something. I think he's okay. Whoops. See if we can prevent the cross. That's way behind everybody.
Joey slipped.
Yeah. Yep. Levering telling the defense to step up because you want to stop the ball and maybe catch the other team on defense. Yeah.
Oh, they're gonna call it.
Yeah. That's the very same spot where Windham took that free kick earlier.
Yeah.
And where we took our free kick earlier in the first half. And not a great spot for the defense to deal with.
Well, hopefully we're ready for the short ball here.
What?
Is he getting a card?
Pelletier?
Chirping.
Chirping. Yeah, you know what? Chirping never
well, they're not going to change
anything.
It, right?
What?
They're not going to change the call, so you don't.
No, yeah. So why even say anything, right? Oh, I think Levering is asking maybe for an explanation of what happened.
An explanation why he got a card.
Yeah. Trying to decide who to get mad at, maybe the referee or Pelletier. All right, so we're going to put in Bartolucci for Pelletier. It's about all we can choose from on the bench, really. We don't have a lot of defenders in stock.
I hope they're looking for the short ball. We already saw that once.
Yeah,
right?
We're putting Klaus in, and so Ewing Simone's coming out, and Bartolucci's coming in for Pelletier. And we had better look for that short ball if it is there. I don't see anybody out on the our right wing.
Unless 14 runs it.
Right. But I think if he does, somebody's going to have to go with him.
It's a big play here.
It is. Yep. It just turned into a little play. You know, frankly, if we got out of this game, I mean, I'd like to win this game, but if we got out of this game losing 1-0 against Windham, I'd say that's an accomplishment.
Nah.
Yeah, well, no, but hey, look, you know, like, is there shame in doing that, in
Yes.
losing to the number 4 seed?
Yes.
I don't think so. Nicely done by McNeil.
Oh, look at that. They're like bridging.
Wow. That was kind of, it's like watching synchronized swimming.
Yeah. My college alma mater, that's what they were known for.
You told me that
Yes.
last night.
Yep.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Like nationally ranked. Wheaton
Nationally
College.
ranked, like for
Yep.
college synchronized swimming.
Synchronized swimming, yeah.
Really?
Yep.
Boy, I bet an admissions officer thought that was a recruiting tool somewhere, right?
That's not why I went.
Really? You didn't like go look through the knot hole at practice or something?
Oh, they had a beautiful facility. You can watch the whole thing.
Geez.
It was nice.
That's funny.
Nice job by Borges.
That was a great ball by Borges.
Oh, and there we go. A little slip.
That's a great ball by Foyth, though.
And a little slip there.
Yeah, let's see if we can put.
That's a good ball. Get in there.
Oh, that was our best chance of the game so far, and
far.
Foytho knows it.
Great cross by Martin.
It was a great cross.
Actually, it was a good play all around.
It was a great play. Yeah. No, that boy. You know, we
dangerous.
show these flares of brilliance.
And the Windham defensive player slipped.
Yeah, and we took full advantage of that.
Exactly. We're coming close to 5 minutes. Definitely a little stoppage time this time around.
Yeah.
With the yellow cards and whining.
Oh, and the injury. Did you say whining?
Yeah, a little whining.
Oh, a little whining.
Yeah. Not from the injury.
No, a little whining time, right? Yeah.
Good
So
job
Morgan
by
gets ahead on it,
but go out of bounds.
Yeah, it's going to be a Windham throw.
Let's go, boys.
Yep. So we're past the 5-minute mark. The clock has stopped, and I have not seen any big changes. So I don't think they're coming. If they're not coming now. So Pelletier is coming back on.
How long do you have to leave after you get a?
I don't know. That's a great
It
question.
always happens, so they always take them out. But
there is a cooling off period. I think that's mandatory.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
How long it is.
I don't know. That's a great question. Oh, a little too cute by half right there.
That's right. Miles will get that one.
Yep.
Sense of urgency, Coach Leveren's yelling. I guess with, whatever it is, 4 minutes left, that would be urgent.
Yeah. They're calling for Bardo. That ball cleared out. And now, look, see, Bartolucci's going to cover for Fantaselli. Yeah, I was going to say, if I'm Windham, I might be trying to kill a little bit of time in this corner here. Why not, right? Of course, if you score, then you've really put the game away.
Right, but we've got to start pressuring the ball.
Well, exactly. Yeah, see, now they're, Oh, no, they're going to cross it, and that's way long.
It's going to be a throw over there.
Well, he saves it. He's quick. Nice clearance. Great job by Green.
Gave up the rebound, but Tiago was right there.
Yep. Yeah, you can't quite do that. So Windham going to get another opportunity I wonder how they're going to play this one. It's kind of hard to play a shot like this straight on.
Right.
Unless you maybe got some guys rushing a post or something and you're trying to land the ball near the post. Oh.
Wow,
Green's got it. Yep. Good call.
You notice we kept 2 people up that time. So
yep.
Now we got. That was a good step by the Windham player.
Bartolucci trying to batter it forward here. I don't know that we can win that. The field is getting slippery, though.
Oh, it is. You can see people losing their feet.
Yep.
So keep working hard. You don't know.
I hear you. So, yeah, Pelletier's been waiting at the half line for a little while now. He just hasn't had a chance to get in. No. We haven't had a throw.
Haven't had a throw.
Whoa. Oh. Good thing that ball was a little too hard to handle. Yeah, it's not going to stay in. Oops. Yeah. It's a time ticking off the clock here.
It is. I don't know how much is left, but.
Oh, no look throw in. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Oh, and they're going to play the game in the corner here. Bartolucci's got a. Yep. Ooh.
That was dangerous.
That was really dangerous. Brotherton's got to be careful, keep his hands down and not go right through him.
I mean, honestly, the Windham player's got to keep his hands straight out.
No, I know, but I don't want to get called. I don't want to. Oh, gosh. Oof. That was kind of a mismatch. Bartolucci's just too short for that one. And Pelletier's coming in, so he's going to be playing on the right side. No, I guess they're just going to keep Brotherton on the right, and Pelletier will come to the left. Oh. Wyndham's.
What is that?
Oh.
Injured player?
Oh, it was an injured player, but they didn't wait to take him off the field. Oh, and they're putting another player on? That is kind of an irregular proceeding, I think. Now you're going to have a drop ball or something.
Yeah, that's what they said, drop ball.
Yep, Levering calling for it to go to the keeper.
I don't know if I would do that. I mean, they
just pop it over his head.
Well, no, you stopped the game because their player went down.
No,
right?
but it's an irregular. The whole thing was irregular. I mean, if the player's on the ground, you stop the play. You don't take the player off the field on your own and then just throw another guy in there. I mean, if I saw that correctly, that's not exactly how you do that.
No, I mean, normally a player goes down, they get possession, and then they'll blow it.
Right. And that ball's gone. And Klaus to Borges. Borges looking at Morgan. Oh, Windham winning it. And Gorton stopping it. I got to say, I think Gorton and Fanicelli have both had tremendous days today.
Yeah, I agree.
Actually, I got to say the defense as a whole has done pretty darn well. I mean, if you think of the kind of game that Pelletier, you think of the game that Pelletier's had, and he's still just fighting like mad. Whoops, that was kind of a heavy touch. Oh, a little shirt grabbing. Yeah.
Yeah, come on. That's an easy call.
Sending that ball down to McNeil. He's trying to swerve it over into Foytho's path, but doesn't quite make it.
Now you got to take chances, right?
There can't be very much time left.
No.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, they didn't call it.
I'm not really sure why Wyndham's going to – I mean, okay, you want the player to be safe, but, I mean, this game's – there can hardly be any time left.
No, there can't be. Let's go, Martin.
got to bring this down. And he's got to keep his he's got to keep his arms down too. Nice step by Fantaselli.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, wide. Oh, Green's got this. But he's got to get rid of it in a hurry.
He does.
Little high, a little off the right side of his foot, but still pretty far.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. It's kind of agonizing to watch here. Oh, McNeil saves it for Windham. And
just couldn't trap it.
Nice step. Whoop. Handball. But they're not going to call it.
No, they're letting him play.
God, the suspense of like how much time is. Oh. That's it.
That's the ball game.
You know what? Okay, so Windham does take care of business, but I got to say, Goffstown put a heck of a fight up.
They did. Yeah.
I mean, a 13th seed losing 1-0 to Windham. I think the Windham coach might be a little concerned about how hard it was to deal with a 13th seed when he's got a bunch of harder seeds coming up later in the playoffs.
Yeah, and a lot of seniors. This is their last game, you know.
Yeah, no, good point. So, well, unfortunate for Goffstown, but I got to say, I mean, you know, Goffstown played the way Goffstown plays.
All year long.
All year long. So, I mean, no big surprise there. And the defense played really, really tough, right? I mean, if we think about Brotherton and Pelletier and
with some guys out. You
know, with some guys out, right? And no spell at all. Hardly any spell for those guys, right? So Fantaselli and Gorton, I mean, those guys were just rocks in the midfield or in the middle of the in the center of the field. And a lot of people played really, really hard. You cannot fault them for that. And they played this way all season. They're an athletic team. They're a tough team. They fight really hard. But at the end of the day, really, right, it's the skill that kind of lets them down a little bit.
Right.
But, you know, nothing to be ashamed of for this game today.
Not at all.
So let's see. So not the result we wanted, but certainly the result that Windham earned. And that's it for us. This was our 59th broadcast of Goffstown Boys Varsity Soccer dating back to 2016, and it was our 53rd broadcast in a row. We've seen some great seasons like 2016 when we won the Division II state championship, which Joe watches on an endless loop. And we've seen some not-so-great seasons like 2018 when we went 4-12. And we've seen this season, which was an unusual one to say the least. We are graduating a great bunch of boys this year, and we say that not because we think the world of our sons. Rather, it's because our sons are on this team that we know these boys so well, and with graduation coming up, they will be cast to the winds, and we will miss them. We've been thankful for the opportunity to cover these games, and we're glad that we've left behind a lasting memorial to the boys who have played between 2016 and 2019. And if you don't like the commentary, you can switch it off and listen to your favorite album instead. If you're Mike Santoro, it's going to be, what is it, though? It was the Beatles. Yeah, it's going to be the Beatles. If you're Jared, that's going to be Bruce Springsteen. If you're Joe, it's Quiet Riot. And if you're me, it'll be Led Zeppelin. What a bunch of old geezers we are. So in any event, I'm Hugh DeBrule, and I'm with Joe Borges. Jared Green will forever be behind the camera. So long. Should we sing? No?
No.
All right, we're not going to sing. All right, but that's it for us. So signing out from Windham and for GTV, I'm Hugh DeBrule with Joe Borges and Jared Green, and we won't ever see you again.